Alright, hello there everyone! This is Soul Super 17 here. Let me get through this like usual. I did not own this picture, not paid video. Alright, okay. So here's the thing. My Discord server, it's almost done. I should have it out by maybe Sunday. Maybe. It's almost done. So if something doesn't come up, yeah. Tonight, tomorrow night, I'm gonna be working on some homework. I'm gonna try to get it done Saturday. So who knows? Alright, okay, so, yeah, I just want to let you guys know that if you hear music in the background, that's because my dad is technically downstairs because of his medicine he needs to take. Just a lot of stuff happening with me. Well, in my family, not me in general, but I live in the house, so it happens to me to have to deal with. Yeah, I'm sorry. But anyways, so, Issei Spider-Man coming out tomorrow. Well, I'm in record tomorrow morning, go over to my friend's house, upload it, and then with my other phone that is not recording, do whatever I have to do, like edit something, add into the description something, just whatever. So yeah. Anyways, do have another. I've been trying to not to do this, but this has been on my mind. My Issei was the Doomslayer. What if Issei was the Doomslayer? The title just came, someone said it was a lie, but I mean, I spent like 2 weeks, maybe even a month thinking about it, how the story would have went, and I mean, how can you make Issei the Doomslayer? And then my mindset was like this. I even taught this to my friend. The Doomslayer was not called the Doomslayer at first. He was just some unknown human that went to basically hell and killed thousands of demons. The demons called him the Doomslayer, because he killed them and he was their doom. So, well, also the demons were also doomed to them. So basically, my whole entire idea was Issei becoming the Doomslayer. And he gets that title, so technically it's Issei was the Doomslayer. Technically, the story is about how you can say Issei became the Doomslayer. But I just say was because I did like the whole entire power being given to him and everything else. But really, it became his own power, morphed into it. The dragon's abilities within him and such. The entire idea I just had was trying to make Issei the Doomslayer. That's the whole entire thing I had. That's my idea from the beginning. Talked about it with my friend. They basically, did help me come up with the idea too. So yeah, it's just, and I deleted that comment. I removed it because, one, you don't do all caps. If you're a hardcore Doomslayer fan and you want to see a Doomslayer what if, okay, great. Just don't put it all caps. Just saying like, hey, what was your concept of making this, just ask questions. I mean, I'm okay with haters saying like, hey, this is obviously what if and all that. But if you put all caps, and you're expecting, from the title, Issei's gonna become the Doomslayer, you try to think of a way how to make Devil Boy with dragon armor, magic abilities, with freaking devils, fallen angels, and angels become the Doomslayer. What? I'm supposed to make the Doomslayer be fallen into the world of High School DxD, but his body's aging backwards to the point where, he's a kid again in an orphanage. His parents come and adopt him. I mean, actually, now that I think about that could have been a good idea. Actually, no, 50-50. It could have been a 50-50 idea on that one. That's just me just pulling something out my head. But honestly, it's either way, the power, I did not want to spoil no one. But either way, power given to you by someone, there's always it's like one for all. So technically, the Doomslayer is still around. He's still there. He just transported to another world through his power that he was given to kill the demons. More efficiently and taking more of their power, making him stronger and such. So yeah, it's just the Doomslayer is still alive. That's all I'm gonna say now. But Issei technically became the Doomslayer, or was the Doomslayer. Now, fans on. Don't want you guys to hear the music of country. I have nothing against country. I'm okay with country. My dad. That's all my dad listens to. So it gets tiring hearing about it. So yeah, sorry for my rant. Just want to say that I really am sorry. I'll put in the description a 6. All right. Okay. Anyways, let's get into this. So, as Deku... Wait, no, I forgot to say. This is what if Deku stayed quirkless. Part 2. So, as Deku wakes up, he basically just stretches and be like, okay, what's new today? Invent more stuff, get this place all set up. I got a couple things I gotta do. Fight some crime today. Gotta test out the gear on the field. Oh, yeah. Gotta make sure I do not find All Might. Also, I need to track down All for One. It's gonna be kind of hard. Alright. So, Izuku goes up to the computer, and he just searching what this place has. There's a train area. To test out his equipment. But it's not functional right now, so he's like, crud. Alright. Whatever. So, Izuku just goes over to where it's supposed to be. He looks at stuff, what's wrong with it. There's a lot of wear and there's like a lot of damage to it. He goes, looks like all my air pressure did this. Freak. Alright. Wonder what's active. So he goes over to the computer. Well, not back to the computer, like the supercomputer. No, he goes over to the control panel that's nearby, and he looks what's active. It's a good thing that they are robots that are still on. It can be used to basically fight with. So he was like, alright, let's do this. So then he puts on expert mode. And so what happens? The robots come out. It's only 5 of them. He goes, pizza cake. So he runs over to the one and just starts fighting them. And this goes on for at least a couple of hours, like an hour or two. And then he does tell them to stop. The command was for them to begin is him running and going after them. And the command for them to stop is just saying stop. That's enough. As they do stop, they go back over to where they were, and they go to recharge. So Deku then goes, he goes over to his bag, which I forgot to mention he's been carrying, which has a towel and stuff on it. So he was like, alright, I need to go take a shower, so there's probably no running water here. And for some reason, just for plot convenience, there's a running shower and bathroom down there. He's like, huh. Cool. So he just goes in. He just takes a shower and stuff. Comes out. He goes over to the computer. He does access some old files. Not old files. The security system, how All Might broke into it. Just basically pure fist. This runs on a separate network. And it's untraceable. The only reason why is All Might found out is because the man that was a vigilante Quirkless asked All Might, so, how did you find me? He goes, David Shield. He helped me out. He goes, really? He goes, yes. He goes, so, does he know about you and his wife? He goes, he will never find out. That's the one thing I regret in my life. I did that to him. So if you guys don't know, David Shield has a quirk, like Melissa. But Melissa is All Might's kid. Yes, he He did it with Melissa's mom, well, David's wife. Drunk. To be fair, he was drunk, so yeah, he says, I was drunk at the time, and one thing led to another. Yeah. And he was like, seriously, Toshinori? Really? And you call me the freaking idiot of the class? He was, look, okay, I know I'm supposed to hate you, but you make sense on this. Okay, so here's the thing. Honestly, I kind of was a jerk to you, but just let you know, I'm not gonna kill you. You're gonna torture me. The man says, he goes, no. I'm gonna give you a chance to escape and leave town. That's all. He goes, huh? Wait, what, why? He goes, because, let's just say, you did something for me a long time ago that I said to myself I would owe you one. You have been a thorn in my side for these past couple of years in my, business of getting rid of quirkless people, but hey, it's fair, you're quirkless. Besides, gotta admit, you've been fun to have around. I'm gonna miss you, so, to all fairness, I'm just letting you live. Just keep in touch once in a while. And which the man's just confused. If you're wondering, am I really doing this? Just you wait. As the guy goes, okay. Thanks. So he goes out, he takes the car, he leaves, as Toshinori says, idiot. As then he goes, ready boys? He's coming. As, Deku goes into the security camera, and the next thing you know, the guy gets out. He goes into a secret tunnel that he made. He goes, Toshinori, you freaking idiot. You should have never let me go. And so what happened was, the car goes in autopilot. He's gone. He's already gone. He had it showed the security footage, showed the secret tunnel. Then there's a camera right there. And there was a sign saying, whoever's watching this, if you're Toshinori, be might. Okay, you know what? There's going to be a slight little cursing. So he goes, bitch might. You're an idiot, and you always will be. You think with your fist, not with your brain. And then he goes into the escape pod, in which it just launches down. And there's like a tube that goes all the way into the ocean. In which it is launched to the next... It's launched to the USA. In which he had contacts with people, with the heroes there. And Quark, basically these are Quark heroes. And he says he's very good with technology. He can basically invent stuff. He showed them blueprints of his technology. And this is why, though, in this universe, in this what if, UA is basically this, even though All Might is the symbol, was the symbol, or is the symbol of peace still. I think I made him being second. No, not yet. I think I did though. Let's just, yeah. Okay, I think I said he went to jail for a couple years, then he came out. He became second real quick, but he thought he could become number one real soon. It did take a while, but he came back to number one. So, anyways, if I did not say that, then alright, I'm just delusional because I think I had a dream about that. Yes, I have sometimes dreams, and they're weird. Pardon me on that one, but anyways, so, and that's all the footage he got, was him leaving, leaving Japan, going to the United States. And Deku just goes like, I wonder what happened afterwards. So he sees the car getting blown up. All Might comes, and then he checks to see if there's a dead body, as in there's none, with a sign even in the car saying, bitch might freak you, idiot. In which he's like, curse you! Shimato. Yeah, I think I never gave him a name. Curse you, Shimato! So yeah, as Deku just laughs at that, he was like, wow. Okay. Alright. So basically he goes into his mask. He goes to his mask, which is a wrench. He gets on the jacket he had with the suit. Basically, it looks like it's just regular clothing on him, which it can do, which I'm making it, and also has a cloaking system, like I said. So basically, he has the video. He edits out. He's basically having it. He gets in contact with David Shield. Well, actually, no. He hacked into David Shield's, camera at the time. He's on the computer right now, and so Deku's just saying, while David Shield's typing, a pop-up of notes come on, and it's like, "Hello there, David. I am a hacker. Call me Wrench." So, I want to tell you about Bitchmite. Bitchmite is a piece of shit that deserves, everything that's going to come to him. So, I thought, hey, he effed you over. Well, not you, but your wife. So, I thought I'd let you know since I found this information, and I like to have you stay in contact with me. So, here's this wired, email address, which, just in case you, find it, find the link to it, try to contact me. It has multiple different encryption codes, which I believe you'll never be able to crack. Not even your own daughter could. Ooh, actually, this is about your daughter, so, she may somehow have your wife's intelligence, and a little bit of All Might's insecure about quirkless people. If she doesn't, then great. If she does, then you should have seen it coming, David. You should have seen it coming, Mr. Shield. And David just saying, like, who are you? Like, Wrench. Like, who, like, what are you doing here? Like, how? And Zuko just says, well, I mean, I'm gonna give you a 5-star review on my information gathering. I found a place. Just found it today, and I decided to go through the files, see if I can find anything interesting. And I heard All Might talk to this old vigilante that gave him problems back then. And so he basically takes a screenshot with the supercomputer. Yes, it can do that. So, and then he sends it right while, to Shield, to David, as he sees him. And then he goes, "Now, I'm about to send you a video on juicy detail on him. And, you can see what Bitchmite's really like, and, how he never told you, and neither did your wife. I don't know if you're married or not to her yet, but hey." I feel bad for you, man. I feel bad. This is why I'm doing this. Please forgive me, but, just know this. I root for you. 100%. So, here it is. As Izuku sends the video. And he goes, "Now, contact me after you watch the video. Ciao." Boom. He exits it. David basically opens up the video. He hears All Might talking about David Shield's wife and him. And how, he got drunk along with David's wife, and they basically, he found out Melissa is his daughter. All Might, says, like, and did David know about this? He goes, "No, he didn't." What I just said about it? And David was like, So basically, he goes right into the freaking message with the whole entire, email also. He clicks on the email, and right away, it's encrypted codes to then, boom, video chat with him. He was like, "Well, I didn't know you were going to be able to watch it that quick. So, what do you think of Bitchmite?" I mean, pretty interesting. He's like, "Who are you?" It was like, "Call me Wrench. I mean, I love explosions, going in head first into danger, basically causing mayhem and ruin people's lives." Nah, I'm just kidding with you. I really just love to mess with All Might. I mean, he's also a reason this society's effed up. I mean, human experimentations? I mean, if it wasn't for what I've been doing, we would have still been the same way until now. All Might's gonna try to get rid of those flaws very easily. I mean, who's gonna deny the number one hero? The government. And he thinks, "I am the government. As he plays the All Might voice, and he goes, "Your voice is distorted." He was like, "Of course. Do you really think I'm gonna show my face? I mean, I know I'm beautiful and all, but nah, I'm not." So, listen here, David. Man, what kind, or do I call you Shield? Doesn't really matter, anyways. Look, I just want to let you know that if you want revenge, you know who to go to. You know that one person. You've been, well, you've been getting in touch with the right people. I mean, did you really think this would have just been a video chat? As David realized when he was like, you hacked into my system? I was like, yeah, of course. What happens if I find out that you've been working with All for One? You knew about him and all, your daughter. Not being your real daughter, but you don't care. You just wanted to see how do I know. See what I'm like. First, I need trust. From you, David. I need to trust you, and only you, for this. Tell me where Toshinori's house is, and I'll go find it, get the information I need, and then I can use this to ruin his life if I ever need to. But I'm gonna do it after I kill him. As David looks at him, looking at Izuku with the mask on, and, well, he just says, and with you, you can tell your daughter, well, his daughter, about how your mom, or her mother, screwed him, not you, and that basically he never did anything. He only came by a visit because he did not want to make it look suspicious, but he never did nothing for her. You were always there. She probably will love you more than him. In which David does chuckle, goes like, she hates him actually. She hates him for passion. She had a boyfriend that was quirkless. I found out. I congratulated her. He was shocked about it. So was she. All my fun. Toshinori found out. Next day you know, he was dead. She wants revenge as much as I do. That boy had a bright future. Intelligent, kind, smart. He took it away from her. I will never forgive Toshinori for this. Just because he was quirkless. He said she could have found someone better, less trash. She heard this, and let's just say this. He wasn't trash. I saw in his eyes. He cared about my daughter so much. While Toshinori found her a boyfriend, she dumped him the next day. She adds into his phone. He had 3 different girlfriends. She basically told them all. They beat him up. Basically the families that, found out too. He was on the streets the next day from them. He has no self-respect for quirkless people. So if you want to bring him down, I'm down with that. I'm okay with that. I'll help you out any way I can. Just let me know, Wrench. And it's done. And then, he just clapped his hands saying, great! No, put his hands early in the platform, and then he goes, great! So, I'm gonna need some big guns. At this address, at this time, at this hour. He goes, how about I just come by and, see you? He goes, no, that's not how it's gonna work, bud. It's not gonna how it works. Besides, we ain't, doing this trade-off. Basically, you tell All Might, I hacked into everything in your system. The cameras, the servers, your phone. I don't know if you have All Might on speed dial. Real quick, I'll be able to hear your call. So, don't ever try me. Don't try and mess with me. I can bring down your company in just one simple press of a key. It's fun when you have all this power. As Deku is smiling underneath his mask, as he's thinking, this is a bluff. This is so much of a bluff. Don't fall for it. Fall for it. Fall for it. Fall for it. As Deku just chuckles, he goes like, I know. But hey, be better off than helping out bitch might, right? As Deku's eyes widen, he just says, then he leans back and goes like, alright. Since you're saying exactly the same thing I say, how would you like to, F him over? For now. Well, there have been a couple of quirkless people, well, mostly, people with quirks, also going missing, but it's more like females. What do you think how they disappear? He goes, no way. All Might? He goes, yeah, probably. It was kind of a coincidence that specific weakling people with weak quirks disappear. So I thought, maybe Toshinori's doing this. I looked into it. Here's the address. And Deku says, hold up. So basically he types it in, and then next thing you know, it's like satellite. And then he basically activates a sensory ability from the satellite to see the cameras and everything. He goes right into the camera from it, hacks into the system, and he goes, yo, oh, that is disgusting. They do that there? As he goes, what is it? He goes like, you do not want to know. This is with women that are weak quirks and quirkless. They got no freedom, man. They're there permanently until they die. They get rid of the bodies and like they're trash. The quirkless women are treated just exactly the same thing as quirks. And women with quirks. He goes, how bad is it? He was like, well, it's not Toshinori's thing. It's someone that works for him. Huh? And David goes like, how do you know? He was like, oh, easy. Spatial recognition. Found it. All Might. Well, he's an ex-employee of yours, actually. He goes, what? He goes, yeah. They test out, it's in human experiments. Testing out with taking someone's quirk, giving it back to them, giving artificial quirks, the most dangerous kind, and seeing what will be the side effect of the body. As he just cracked his neck, he was like, well, time to blow this thing up. As he goes, wait, what? He goes, you really think I'm gonna let this famous, slide? Nah, they're dead. I probably could just go over there and beat them up. As David goes, yeah, why don't you? He was like, too early in the morning for this crap. Besides, I need to have a good explosion to wake me up. And, Deku's just hacking it, just like going through the system and everything. He basically wired it to the police, everything that this place does. And there's like a freaking skeleton. Basically, it's like the dead sect symbol, but without saying dead sect, just says wrench, 2 middle fingers. That's the symbol he has. That's always been his symbol of hacking. So they go like, what the? And then it says live. As they hear the police chief heard a screaming, then he got and basically then a pop-up saying, hey, if you want to go there right now, here's the address. Seriously, go there, Fido, run. Basically, as the police chief goes like, I do not know who you are, but how did you get this information? Of course, I'm a hacker. Just go, Fido. Follow the bone. Basically, as he does. He gets police. He basically everything's going live. As basically they found the place. Like David, seeing it right on live visual from the satellite he has, and he sees the place getting raided. Next thing you know, they hear gunshots. Deku automatically in there, just hacking away at people's stuff, exploding nearby electrical things just to stun them. Heck, even some heat. How can I say this? There's heat. It creates heat vents. Boom, heat. Nice little explosions that don't kill them and such. And the cops basically take over this place. So much stuff was leading back to All Might, right in there already, but not enough to convict him. But they need more proof now. All of a sudden, the police chief gets a text saying, just wait. You need a lot more stuff to have compelling evidence for All Might, because this will all just disappear if the DA is on his side. Trust me on that one. This has happened before in the system. If you don't want to believe me, try it and let's see what happens. In which the police chief looks at his men, saying, alright everyone, here's the thing. We're keeping this in a secured facility. We need to get a lot more. I was like, but sir, this is enough to convince All Might. Like, here's a symbol of peace. How much stuff do you think we can get rid of? All of this. This is all papers. He knows if we have this, he can just light a match and let it just burn away. As they go, right. So after that's done, he goes, "Oh, all right. I trust you. All right, I'll meet you." As he disconnects the live feed connection, as David goes, "Finally, somebody's standing up to that bitch mite." All right. So, David's getting some technology stuff ready, and well, Izuku, he does get on the phone and go, wait. So then he texts David saying, "I need a bike. Do you have any, bikes?" David said, "Yeah, got a couple. All Might doesn't know about it. It's my hobby to, make bikes. What type of one you need? Something that's durable, very, very fast. Also, can basically go on any surface." He goes, "Gotcha." So, yeah. So Izuku and him meet up. He's still in a area where there's no cameras, no video feed, nothing can be seen. It's in a secured facility, which Deku already got done checking out. And so with that, he goes, "So, you got the bike?" He goes, "Do you have the cash?" "I didn't know I was gonna need cash. I would have robbed the bank by now then." As Deku goes "Really? Well, you have the green to, make the world work." "I'm just kidding. As long as you take down All Might. Actually, as long as you kill All Might, I'm okay with this." Hold on. Alright, sorry, just the machine was beeping for my dad's medicine. So yeah. So basically, Izuku's looking at the bike. He goes, "Whoa, that's pretty cool." And David goes "Yeah, fully customizable. You can add anything you want, basically." As David's looking at the, Izuku's suit, mask, he's like, "Huh. Kid, how much money did you put into it?" He goes not much. I mean, the suit was already pre-done. So, I just tweaked it up a little bit, and has a camo, basically, keeping making it look like I'm wearing clothing. My whole entire body gets covered in a, camouflage, basically. Stealth mode. I know how to use knives, guns, swords, hammers, bow and arrow, basically, throwing knives, such. And he puts on the claws. He goes, "We're gonna have to work on these," which the suit is even has the Omni mobility gear on. I think it was omnidirection mobility gear. Let me double check. Yeah, I was right. It was omnidirection mobility gear, on and everything. And plus, David's just thinking, how smart is this kid? Is this guy or kid? I mean, I don't know his age. So Izuku's checking out the bike. No. He checks the bike and everything, but then he gets out his phone out of this part of his jacket, and then he just uses his phone to scan the bike. It scans multiple things, tracers, basically parts that should were basically ruined or anything. And the bike came out clear. If you're wondering how did David get from Island over to there, easy. He built his own freaking private jet. Boom. It went off it only took him about 20 minutes to get over. And the time was since it was 7:30 when he woke up, he trained for a couple hours, then he took a shower, contacted David after looking at the security footage, which did take a couple minutes. That was around 1-ish. So, he told him to meet him at 2:30. So, yeah. So, that's what he did. And David goes "What's that?" He goes "Just a scan if you mess with this. Heck, even finds out if you have any tracking device in there. to even like halfway. He was like, Dave was nah. I didn't put none of that crud in. This is a ghost bike. Also, it's kind of like a spider bike. It's kind of like a spider. So ghost spider bike. Ghost spider. I call it this. He was like, huh? Why is that? He goes, easy. This thing is untraceable. Nothing can be traced on it. And Zuko just looks at him and goes like, so you're giving me this beautiful bike here that I can treasure it like my own child for free. Just if I kill All Might. He goes, yeah. I'll also help you any way possible. Also, I did hear from a couple people. I looked on the dark web. Something's happening at UA in the next month. So, if I were you, I get to prepare because there's kids there, and I already contacted All Might. Let me finish, kid. Let me finish before you pull out that pistol and shoot me in the head. Deku goes, okay, go on. I contacted All Might. He's gonna be there. So, what better chance to kill him? Deku says, no. We're not killing him there. We're killing him when everyone views it. When the world knows. And I'm gonna broadcast it and say, I have a device to get rid of quirks. Just so this world, this society could change. And he does look at it and was like, are you sure this is gonna work? He was like, plan is flawed in many ways, but hey. He says, I ain't building one. In which he's like, what? You're really gonna try to build a device to get rid of quirks? I mean, it's kind of easy. I just need to have to find the right frequency that all quirks have. And then, boom, I can get rid of them. Instantly. Quirkless people. Skyrocket. 50-50. Quirks and no quirks. So you can't really kill the human population who has no quirks then. David's just looking at me like, are you mad? He says, wee bit. I'm a little bit mad. But hey, what do you get from being quirkless? Scum of the earth. Rotten trash. That, it's just a piece of crap that you can just kill on sight. I mean, at least in America, they had laws about this. Japan doesn't have none. Because of All Might. So, play it fair. He screws us. I screw him. And then David's like, wait, you're quirkless. Yeah. Do you have a girlfriend? No, I'm not dating your daughter. He's like, come on. She lost her she lost her boyfriend. At least you can do stuff that he couldn't. Sure, man. When pigs fly, I'll date your daughter. But in the meantime, David takes out a picture of her. They're still saying his daughter because of, he raised her, and she hates him. She hates All Might. So he takes out a picture of her. He goes, yeah, not my type. I'm not into blondes. Also, I kind of like more of a tomboy kind of girl, I guess. I don't know, something with a little more crazy badness to them. So he goes, a bad girl? Yeah. Is that a problem? David just looks at him. He remembers his wife. She was the same way. Bad girl type. He goes, nope. My wife was the same way as what type of girl you were thinking about. So, yeah. I'm not judging you, man. Just go. He goes, hold on. He fist bumps. They fist bump each other. He goes like, good man. See ya. As David just rides off. As David goes like, now, gotta get back to Island before bitch might finds me. Good thing I brought my second bike, the Ghost Spider. He gets on it, just rides off. So, Izuku basically rides a bike on the way there, back to his hideout. He basically sees a girl. Well, he stopped. He stopped just because he's trying to figure out, does this have a direction, man? Like pad, like I could just hear it or something. I need to work on this. As then, he does hear someone saying, help! Well, not help. More just like saying, get off me, you freaking creeps! Basically, as he gets off the bike, he just gets out. He's just going in barehanded. He does have the mask on, and he's like, huh, I wonder. As then he sees a girl. Not a girl. By the way, the ship, I forgot to mention, female Dabi. I think I didn't. If I did, yeah. Aged down to basically being like 15. Wait. Dabi, I think, age was 17. So, yeah, just age her down to a couple years. To being 15? Yeah, 15's good. So, he sees this. She has like these scar. Like he's seeing this girl with a jacket on, scarring on her face, black hair, blue eyes, basically. And this guy just like 3 guys surrounding her. He just says, "Come on, we just want to have a little fun here." As she pulls. She activates her quirk. And, well, guess what happens? Izuku's like, hold up here, everyone. We don't want to have no one dying here today. Hey, look, guys. How about this? You F off and leave the girl alone, or I break all your bones in your body in 3 different places and basically have you go to the hospital. Okay? As they just look at him and laugh. He's like, what are you gonna do about it? This guy's throwing knives on him. He just says, well, then, I guess this, as in, basically, how he has it rigged, the throwing knife pops up out of, the sleeve. He just grabs it immediately and then, throws it right at them. Or he can just take it out of his sleeve and throw it. So, what happens is, it pops out. He grabs it immediately. He throws that one guy, hit him in the knee. He screams out in pain. Izuku runs. He jumps, basically kicking the other guy in the face. Then grabbing that guy that he, for the throw knife, punches. Immediately drops to the ground. Lands based on his feet. Goes to the guy he, punched with the throw knife in his leg. Grabs it. Throws that other guy. Hit him in the shoulder. Runs up. Punches in the gut. Breaking his leg, also in the process, and his arm. Doing to the same guy he kicked him in the stomach. Basically, then breaking his hand, his leg, and hold on. Okay, my dad's blasting country music, so yeah. I put on my fan on too, so it should be a little bit more louder, so I apologize to all of you. But yeah, so so Deku basically just breaks the guy's hand and legs. There's the guy that, had basically the freaking throwing knife in him. Basically, he gets up and goes like, what are you? As all of a sudden, he activates his, omnidirectional mobility gear. It goes to the wall as it pulls him. Then all of a sudden, he just basically knees a guy in the face. Which then, all of a sudden, he does, he's kneeing him in the face, have him go to the wall. That's basically, the guy hits the wall in a direction that it's only on its back, and then Deku just then kicks him in the face, and then immediately bring the guy down body wise, slamming him to the floor, breaking both his arms and his legs, and goes over to her, to this woman. He goes, so you all right? She goes, yeah. I mean, I could have just killed them. He goes, yeah, I don't want you, to have burned flesh smell all over me. So I thought it'd be better off if I just intervene. As he does have that he goes over to the guy, the throw knife in his shoulder, pops it out, wipes the blood off of him, on them basically, on the throw knife, puts it back in the sleeve. He's like, so, you want a ride? She goes, are you hitting on me? He goes no. Just want to give you a ride so we can get the freak out of here. You want one, or do you want the cops to come? Because I'm pretty sure someone heard the screaming and called the police. So, it's that, or you get arrested. Your choice, girl. She goes, fine. So they run over to the bike. He gets on it. She gets on it. Holding on his waist as they just ride off. It basically they got out of there so fast. Nobody even noticed they were even gone, or no one even noticed that they even left or was even there. So she goes, where are we going? He goes, back to my place. She goes, huh? He's like, look, the heat's gonna be on us for a couple of hours, so it's better off you're off the streets too. They just keep going. Basically, Deku has hacked into the security system of Japan already. So basically, if they will blur out his face. But since he wears a mask, it'll still be blurred out, but still, I'd rather have it that way too. So since Dabi's on his, it's all female Dabi. So basically, since, she's with him, her face will be blurred out too. So yeah, so they go back to his hideout. He went into the entranceway, which basically is through a waterfall. With a tunnel. So yeah. In which, she's surprised about this. He goes, yeah, I mean, the freaking rock came over and stopped the water from hitting us. So you're welcome. She goes, yeah, thanks. And so, they get into the base. So, she gets off the bike. She just looks, she goes, wow, this place is a dump. He goes, rude. He takes off, the hood and the mask. She sees Izuku, and she just sees this as, well, unknowingly to her, her face is kind of blushing red a little. He goes, yo, your face is red. She goes, huh? He goes, you think I'm hot, do you? She goes, no. He goes, whatever. Come on. She goes, huh, alright. So they go, up to the computer. He hacks, basically he just goes to the security system of, Japan. He goes, yep, told you. Someone did call the cops. He goes, yeah, whatever. What's your name? Wrench. Don't take a picture of me. Because if you do, I'll delete everything on your phone. He goes, what can you do? I'm a hacker. I'm a fighter. I can also kill you. There's a whole bunch of different ways I can do this. Let's not talk about it. She goes, yeah, whatever, kid. Hey, I'm 14. She looks at him like, you're 14. I'm only 15. He goes, cool. She goes, do you always say that? Because it sounds like it's just casual for you. He goes, yeah, it's kind of my thing of saying that. I can say that or awesome. Which one would you prefer? She goes, either one. It doesn't really matter. Alright. Deku says. So, he just says, anyways, what's your name? She just says, Dabi. He goes, yeah, you wearing this black hoodie, this black jacket, white shirt, burn marks, black pants, black boots. Bad girl right here, right? She goes, the baddest of them all. Goes, they always say that. Is how you know. I don't know. Sounds just right. She just laughs at it because that was just so cheesy. So she goes, that's really cheesy just to say. I was like, whatever. I'm just a cheesy person. I have a lot of free time. Well, not to talk to people. So, hey, it's whatever. She goes, so does this place have any food? He was like, no, actually. I need to go buy food. So, hold on, everyone. So, if, she goes, really, you have no food? He was like, hey, I just realized I have not eaten no breakfast or lunch. Well, no, wait, I did eat lunch because I went out. I had to walk. It took me a while, so I picked up something just to eat. She goes, how much money you even have on you? She asks. She goes, counting is, not cash. It's more of a, debit. I really don't like to do that, but it's, I can, it's where I can transfer it to multiple different places and use it on a card that is, that really doesn't, that has, coins that they've been accepting, which she goes, oh, really? He goes, yeah, it's non-traceable credits, so it's fine. You really don't like to be on the grid, do you? She goes, which that's what she says to Deku. He goes, nope. Anyways, I'm gonna go change, and then we can go out. Well, first off, we have to cover all of this. But I have a feeling, since no one really saw you, they just saw me walking in. Someone called the cops and got out of there. It looked like it was empty, so there was like no security footage or cameras nearby. How do you know? My mask has a sensory on it. Here. And he throws it to her, she catches it, she puts it on her face, and she gets to see like every technology thing that's nearby. She takes off, he goes, wow, did you build it? Yeah. Pretty amazing, huh? How smart are you? He was like, pretty smart. Oh, wait, I'm also gonna need a car. There's the destruction one that's there, but has no engine or anything else. Let's I'm gonna just go look for one. So, he goes to his room, area there he slept. He changes. Dabi's not looking over because there's like no walls or nothing. So she's just going like, how long are you gonna take? The suit come up pretty easily, so a few minutes later he goes like, I'm done. She looks at him, he's still wearing the jacket. His shirt, well, just has like some punkness to it. And, pants, ripped jeans with basically chains on it, boots. He goes, you ready? She goes, yeah. Wait, is that a backpack? He goes like, just in case. In case of what? I have my phone, I have my laptop, just in case I need to do anything. Come on. So basically, they go out of they don't take the bike, which she asked him, why are we not taking the bike? He goes like, because people are looking for it. She goes, alright. So, they get out, she realizes, this place is a freaking mansion that's underneath the house. I mean, they had the cave underneath it. She's like, how the frick did you find it? He goes, try and look for a place outside the city. Found this. Boom. Found the cave. So, so they basically just walk. They're chatting away. He's making jokes about society, all of that, and now, like, Hero's like, oh no, don't hurt me, please, I have a wife and kid. And he goes, no you don't, I already checked your address, I already checked your information, you don't have no wife and kid. He's like, they left you for another guy. He goes, hey, freak you, I don't like to be reminded of that, blah blah blah. Dabi just laughed at it. So, basically, they go out, he gets he gets food. The base does, like, since it had, like, his hideout, it does have, like, a multiple layer thing, just in case. So it's like, hey, here's where the bathroom is, here's where our stove is, a fridge is, room's right near the computer. No walls, nothing. Deku has to do some work on it, so the more I make these what-ifs, the more I'll build it. And David is going to help him out too, so, So, yeah, anyways, so, they get some groceries for dinner and stuff. Then they walk back all the way to the place with ease. And yeah, so, after that, boom. Izuku goes, like, they put in the refrigerator, he basically started cooking. So she just asks, so, can you tell me anything about yourself? I'll tell you some stuff about me. He goes, fine. I'll let you know some stuff. He puts his phone on the counter, which he can see, it's downloading stuff on Dabi's phone. Just because he's just saying, like, he's thinking, be the smart way, get information on her. So yeah, basically, he's just saying, well, Quirkless, basically, Mom didn't put me in school. They didn't really take me much out anywhere because she wanted me to keep me safe. The reason why I brought you here, because it'll be more trouble for me if you're not here. She goes, why? He goes, convenient, don't you think? She goes, huh? Convenient that I, heard you. Not many people were around. three guys that had really powerful quirks. Seemed, when you could have just roasted them right away and killed them, and yet you didn't. I noticed you saw me and then tried to activate your quirk. Which Dabi just thinking, crap. So, as in, he does, while he's, on the stove, just, cooking something, he does, he doesn't have his hand in the pan. So basically, it's going into, an area where she does not see, but there's, a freaking pistol there. As in, basically, he pulls it out on her, he's pointing right at her, she's, she's just thinking, whoa, quick drawing. So he says, so what do you want with me, Dabi? As the phone's, done, he takes the pan, he basically doesn't take his eye off of her. He takes his, he moves the pan over, not onto a hot thing, a hot surface, and turns off the stove. Looks at it and he's looking at his phone while looking at her, too. He's like, huh. See, all for one, huh? Cool. I've been looking for him. She goes, huh? Were you, sent here to find me? She goes, no. But, it does kind of make me, she's, stuttering her words and basically, and just having a hard time saying stuff. He goes, you okay? She goes, no. Yes? I don't know. I'm not supposed to, find you. I was supposed to keep an eye out for the vigilante. Not to find him and have a good time with him and get him dinner. My day's just going from bad to worse. He goes, why? He was like, well, those guys were hitting on me. They followed me. They didn't take no for an answer. And, well, they thought I was weak. Because, well, look at me. So, Izuku doesn't, she got up and stands, and he doesn't look at her. I don't know, would you guys like to see what female Dabi will look like? Because I can just find a picture and show it. So, yeah. Oh, I also forgot to mention, I did not own these pictures. Not pay video. And the thumbnail. Yeah, anyways, so Zuko does look, and it just goes, yeah, I can see. He does turn around, but still with the gun pointed at her. She sits down. He basically just gets the plates, puts the food on it, just some scrambled eggs and bacon, with some, he mixes it all into an omelet. So it's two omelets basically. And he then serves hers and serves gets his. He puts down the gun. As she goes, did it have any bullets in it? And he goes, he just shoots it. It's just water. She goes, you little, and he goes, bluffing. Works every time. She goes, alright, you got me there. He just smiles and he goes, yeah, sorry about that, Dabi. She goes, it's fine. So she eats the omelet and her eyes widen and she goes, this is really good. And so, yeah, they just start eating, she starts eating and stuff. Then all of a sudden she gets a call from All For One, asking where is she. She does answer her phone. She just says she's with the vigilante that's been going around recently. And, well, she knows who he is, what he looks like. But please don't ask her anything else than that. Not anything else but that. It's just that we're eating right now. And All For One's like, oh, my apologies. Sorry, Dabi. Come back whenever you can. Also, actually, let me put on speaker. So, she does. He puts on the mask. He does say, hold on. He just points for her to hold on. She says, hold on, boss. So, he runs over to get the mask. He puts it on. He goes so, All For One, why do you want to talk to me? He goes I want to ask you a question. We are going to the USJ attack in the month. Heard about that? What you need me for? He goes, no, I just need you to hack into the security system. We are trying to find. The attack is a distraction to try to find students that would be the next generation of heroes to become true heroes. So, would you mind helping us in that? He goes, yeah, but I need a car. Durable, fast, armor, heat proof, fireproof, waterproof, everything proof. Just, I need it like tomorrow or now. Could you do that for me? If I help you with this. Also, I go in when I see anything that's too dangerous. I come in out of nowhere, beat up whatever you're trying to like, stop whatever you guys are trying to do, and boom, I leave. He goes, all right, fair enough. We just really need your help with this. I've seen what you've done. You are a very terrifying person. He goes, thank you. So, they hang up. Dabi just looks at, Deku. He takes off the mask. He goes, whew. He sounds desperate. Dabi just, kind of sulks and just saying, yeah, All Might's putting the squeeze on us villains. He's just stressed up because All Might's trying to find the base for all the Quirkless civilization. And which goes, huh? What do you mean? There's a Quirkless area of the city, which she nods and saying All Might's been looking for it because Nana Shimura, when All Might found out, he basically was asking All for One, where is it, All for One? Where is it? Basically the area for Quirkless. Basically, they're in hiding because of All Might. That's why you don't see too many Quirkless people nowadays. They're still in hiding. He's like, so, Dabi, what does this mean now? Quirkless people, they have a place to go, and All for One's protecting them. And he goes, yeah, there's also these things called nomus. Basically, they are people who volunteer to become them. And, well, we don't like to do it. That's why we give them their own free will. I've been with the League of Villains ever since I was 13. 2 years now. My father's a hero, and, well, as Izuku just says, abusive. She goes, how did you... Believe me, I'm smart, and I ain't dense. So yeah. She just nods her head. But I saw in the news, and I've been going to therapy because of All for One. Me and my father go to the same therapist, and, well, I heard him talking about how he cannot get the children's faces out of his mind. So I looked into it, and he found human trafficking and organ trafficking with basically Quirkless people. 13-year-old kids. Well, 13 to 20-year-old kids. Trafficking kids. The organ's 20. Which, yeah, he was disgusted by, and he was traumatized. I found out. So, ever since then, that was when I was 14, so basically a year I've been keeping an eye on him. And, yeah. He is basically treating my family with respect. My mother's back home, and I just don't want to go because I have killed people. So, yeah. Deku just looks at her and goes like, how many people? Good 150? He goes, alright. She's just like, why are you not afraid? Because And Deku just says, I've been trained by assassins to kill. I'm a legit assassin. Like, I have been trained to kill people, so don't you worry. I'm not scared of you. Actually, I think it's kind of hot. And her face is going a little bit red. She goes, "Are you flirting with me?" He was like, kinda. Just saying the truth, though. Anyways, let's get you back. I mean, it's been a couple of... And we're just going to stay for a little while longer, and then we're just going to get you back over to wherever place you need to go. Alright. She nods. And so, after a couple of hours later, he takes her nearby. He takes her to the bar, in which he has the mask and the suit on. And so, they are, he goes in with her, in which Shigaraki's there with a girl sitting right next to him. Looks like the same height, and someone with smoke going all around him. And, well, also another girl that's there too. In which, well, Shigaraki goes, Dabi, who's the kid? And Dabi says, this is the vigilante. All for one, well, told me not just to find, but not contact. As All for One does come out, he does have the whole time masking, but it was not that bad. So he was his injuries were not bad, so he's able to walk just around with a breathing and everything. And he was like, well, hello there, Dabi. And, good, you're here. I got the car that you wanted. He goes, cool. And he just says, no, he doesn't say cool. He goes alright, where is it? So, All for One takes him over to the back of the bar, shows him it. He goes, there. Just, alright. So he takes the phone, scans it, no tracing, nothing. No even signal quirks, interference, or basically just no tracking of any kind. Which All for One's cautious. Are you? Goes survival. I have to be. Goes, I understand. So, just asking you, will you help us out now? It goes, yeah, I will. But I'm gonna be at UA's facility, so I'm gonna need a distraction to get in that day too. So, it goes, alright. That's gonna be done easily. It's cool. So, I'm gonna ask you a question. What's your entire end goal, All for One? Helping out quirkless people? What is that you're gonna try to do? As he goes, well, let me explain it. I don't have nothing against quirkless people. Nor do I hate them. It's more like I feel a pity. Not pity at all, actually. It's just stay away from them because of what I am. I steal quirks. I have an infinite amount of quirks at my disposal. So I do think I am quite terrifying. At first, I am a villain, but I was a brother, in which my brother tried to stop me. His death did stop me. I was very depressed for many years. Then I found out that he passed on his quirk. I was the villain, but also keeping an eye on the user of his quirk. Which she goes, alright, so that means All Might. He goes, yes. I kept an eye on All Might throughout the years, even after Nana Shimura said alright. She would train him, in which I saw how he was really like. I tried to warn Nana, but she had faith in him. Me and her were acquaintances. She made the facilities for the quirkless people. A part of the city that's never been used. Secret. It's basically been there for many years now. will be still, if All Might does not find it. I have also been making artificial quirks. An artificial quirk, which we have multiple. We give it them to people, but it's not, the success rate is a 50-50 chance. The 50-50 chance is if it works and then it doesn't. That's all. No death. Deku just looked at him and was like, alright. So, anything else? I mean, I already told about the Nomus. Free will, still. All that. To even like to do this as... He goes, what? Why don't you try to become the #1 hero? You're powerful enough to take down All Might. Why? In which... He goes, I've been too long into the history books as a villain. It's better off I stay that way, young man. He goes, alright. So, a month from now, USJ? He goes, right. Alright. I'll get my bike put in the car, then I'll leave. He goes, alright. By the way, if you need anything else, we'll help you out. So basically, if I need some materials just to fix up a place, you'll come by just right away and help out. He goes, yes. Alright. Here's a quirk to morph your body into something else someone would never recognize, and come to this place. Bring tools, whatever you have. Also, who the frick is those two? Basically, Shigaraki has a decay, his gloves on. Sister, leaning on his shoulder. He's like, are those two dating? And Shigaraki goes, dude, this is my sister. He's like, oh, shit. Oh, my bad, man. My bad. No, it's fine. It kind of looks like this. My hair is white. Yeah, okay. Before you go, let me tell you our backstories. Me, I am Shigaraki Tomura, grandson of Shimura. Name's Tenko, though. Tenko Shimura. Sister, such and such. Dabi, you already met. Toga. Himiko Toga. Parents, her quirk is, well, she has to drink blood to transform. The more blood she drinks, the longer transformation will be. In which, well, he was so, why do you want to be a villain? She just says about how her parents found out her best friend was Quirkless, and they tried to make me drink their blood, so that way I wouldn't want to drink no blood, and they made me kill my own best friend. So, just like that. That's why she hates heroes. Well, that's why she hates the society in which Deku gets. So yeah. So he basically leaves afterwards. And all for one goes like, Dabi? She goes, yes? Do you have a thing for him? She goes, huh? Well, why? Would Shigaraki and Toga just say because you've been staring at him the whole entire time he was here. Her face goes red. She goes, I'm gonna go. In which, her sister wakes up and goes, what's wrong? As, basically, Shigaraki says, Dabi may have a crush on the vigilante that was here. In which, her eyes widen, she goes, I'm gonna go have girl talk with her. And, she runs off. So, yeah. So, let's just say, a month later, Izuku's just been working, training, fighting crime, just been working on the base. He's been making it more secure, upgrading the computer, even the security system. Car he's improved. He did go back and go to the apartment, visiting the old apartment owner, visiting the landlord, catch up with him. Got no one lived there in the apartment building. Went to get his stuff out of there. And yeah, moved it over. He's been using those parts to also increase his arsenal. He had a lot of parts in there, so he moved that all too. So I was like, hey, he had 14. No, he had 3 boxes filled with gear, and the next 10 boxes filled with parts to build stuff. His old computer was also in there too. So he took that. Boom. Like, he goes back to the base. And so, the day of the USJ, everything goes similar. Like, what I mean by that, everything that leads up to the USJ happens. And, well, he used the distraction to get onto the UA premises. And, well, right when they needed, like, the whole entire, like, security system being, like, changed and everything, boom. Like, Nezu couldn't give them that because it would be, like, too easy, so that's what All For One was counting on, but he said I couldn't. So, and All Might's not there. They know this. So yeah. Freak. Hold on. Because if you wonder why All Might's not there, he's just busy saving people, but also trying to find the location of the secret Quirkless society. So yeah. But anyways, like I was saying, Deku hacked in. He also found out. He basically also snuck into UA security. Security. It was so easy to him. He was like, "Wow, UA sucks." But then he also found traces of Nezu talking to All For One. Then their conversations, and he's like, "Whoa, he hates All Might." All right. So he gets in contact with Nezu while he's doing this. Nezu's like, "Hello, who are you?" He goes, name's Wrench. Hacker, vigilante, combat specialist, sniper. The works, assassin. I'm your multiple tools person. He goes, you are the boy, Night told me about. He was like, Zuko doesn't take up the message. He's like, well, you freaking had to ruin me. Alright, so you know about me. Not your name, but yes, I know of you. So, please, tell me why you're here. Which Deku goes like, you already know why I'm here. Yes. The USJ. Yes, you hacked into our security system pretty easily. Impressive. How smart are you? I'm smart enough to know that about your IQ, I'm higher than you. Without even looking at an IQ test. He goes, how so? He goes like, look at your phone. As Nezu gets a whole bunch of orders of cheese being sent to his house. He goes, All Might pay. Say, I love you. For the cheese. And All Might. Yes, you ruined All Might. He's like, yeah, I can literally take out any part of his money. So, why do you hate All Might? He ruined society. First, it was just people were being treated like, were treated nicely. At least nicely. But then all of a sudden, it went downhill. So, I say to him, freak him. He ruined society, and I hate seeing people dying constantly on the news. And nothing is done about it. Because of All Might. So, I teamed up with you-know-who. And now, this is where I'm at. So, may I ask you a question, Wrench? It's like, yeah, what is it? Are you willing to kill... He goes, yes. I'm not lying. I am willing to kill All Might. It's like, oh, well, that's easier for me. Now, Deku does ask, how many people in UA hate All Might, will rather see him dead? Which he does say, Eraserhead, which Aizawa, Mirako, Vlad, Kane, Midnight, he knows, Night-Eye, David Shield, Melissa Shield, and, well, there's even Endeavor, in which that shocked him a lot. That shocked Deku a lot. He's like, well, why is that? Because, Nezu says, he actually adopted 3 quirkless children, and All Might tried to kill them. There's no evidence, so All Might was not charged. And I hate him for attacking children. So, would you, well, you just pretend this never happened, this discussion, so that way if anyone's hacking it, he goes, it's not traceable, don't worry. I was like, alright, whatever. Anyways, good day to you. Izuku ends the call. The gnome was there. Eraserhead's getting he's not getting beaten too badly at all. All Might's not there. This is getting too long. He doesn't see All Might anywhere. Which Nezu does call All Might, like, All Might, the school's being attacked. I've been calling you constantly. Which Nezu has been calling him constantly. In which it was like, Nezu, I'm sorry. It's just a lot of stuff has been happening. It was like, you're not gonna take your training seriously for these students. I'm afraid you're not gonna have to be a teacher here. As All Might says, no, I'm coming right away. As Deku basically gets onto his spider bike. He calls it his spider bike. It comes over to cloak mode. He gets on it. He just rides. It goes up the side of the building. He basically uses one of his items was basically supposed to be attached to any type of vehicle, as in basically it shoots out rockets. It's a miniature rocket that's supposed to be condensed down with the explosion to destroy certain part of buildings, in which it destroys the USJ, the roof, as then Zuko basically Deku's bike and him going and just jumping right through the hole, going down, lands perfectly sliding, as then Izuku doesn't say nothing. He just grabs freaking a foldable bow staff, just starts twirling it around as all the villains are running at him, which they all knew what was gonna happen. So Izuku just starts wailing on everyone so quickly. Speed is unseenable. Dabi's amazed by this. Shigaraki's holy crap, this guy's awesome. And boom, he's just taking them all out. Aizawa's in shock by this. The Nomu's holding him though. So what happens is, these villains are running. The Nomu runs at Izuku, tries to punch him. Basically, Izuku just dodges it, kicks him in the shoulder. He basically kicks him in the armpit. You see the bone pop out. Dislocated, as then the bow staff hits the Nomu, in which the Nomu just fixes his arm. Looks at Deku. Deku just looking at it strangely with the going what are you waiting for? Hit me! As Nomu tries to hit him, dodging. Nomu's free will. They know the gist of it. As then Izuku basically his suit now has power to basically feed someone to All Might's near All Might's strength. As then he kicks the Nomu as hard as he could with the boost in power he put into because of a little bit of his gear which he invented. And it sends the Nomu flying, with the Nomu also helping out with the jumping backwards thing. As soon as the kick is hit him, the Nomu uses the absorption, then uses to his feet and jumps backwards, and goes flying through the USJ's walls, which breaks everything. And the Nomu gets Kiryu warps him back to the hideout. All the villains are gone. Shigure goes no, cheater. Just acting like that. He tries to go after Deku, but then stops. Kiryu, boom. All Might does come in. Izuku basically folding up the... No, All Might does not come in. Izuku folds up the bow staff. He goes I'll remember your face, whoever you are, and I'll kill you. Izuku just bows to him. And just basically walking back to his bike. So yeah, Eraserhead gets up. All the students are coming back. No student casualties. The villains got what they needed on information who to try to turn to their side. Yeah. So what happens is Aizawa gets up. His arm is okay, just broken a little. Not broken, just hurting because he has a couple fractures. And he's "Hey, who are you? Izuku just using the modifier, he was like, it doesn't matter who I am. I'm the guy that came in to save all your butts. You should be thanking me instead of asking who I am. He was like, alright, thank you. But you also know using your quirk is illegal. I was like, who cares? You have all these villains who keeps on using it illegally, but what about you heroes too? You guys use it to kill quirkless people. And Bakugo hears that and says, why are you so defending them? He's like, why you need to know? Quirkless, Bakugo says, because quirkless people are stupid, losers, and weak. Izuku just doesn't. He already has bow staff away. He walks over to Bakugo. Aizawa tries to intervene, but can't. And he goes like, "What can you do, Explosion Boy? I can already tell those freaking gauntlets on yours holds holds your sweat and nitroglycerin, right?" He's like, how? He goes, it's obvious. Stupid. He flicks Bakugo. He's like, rule number 1, don't make it look obvious. Rule number 2, quirkless people can be better than you because who are the very first heroes? Quirkless people. Yeah, I say it. Freak ya. Bye, Angry Pomeranian. Zuku, gets up and goes, oh, and Boom Boom Boy, before you blow a fuse, you're not hero material. You're too much like All Might. Or should I say, Bitch Might. And he basically grabs the bike as Bakugo's about to throw an explosion. Aizawa stops him because he likes this kid already. As in, All Might, he's, basically busts down the door, says, never fear children, with not a smile on his face, because he says, I am it. As he doesn't see no villains, he just sees a bike being revved. He's just going towards the stairs. All Might's about to stop him, but then Aizawa says, no, let him go. Which, All Might's shocked by this. He's like, what? So, he basically just goes to Aizawa. Because he sees Aizawa's holding his arm. He just asks, are you okay? Did that? He goes, no, he came over and saved us. I don't know what his quirk is, but we have to let him go on this one. Which All Might does respect this person. So, but Bakugo says, I hate that guy. He said about quirkless people being the very first heroes. Which All Might agrees with that statement. He goes, yes, they were. But inside he goes yeah, they were, but they're still useless. So, he just sees Deku running off. Deku's getting away really quickly. As basically before the cops are almost even there. Boom, he's just there. Nezu did. The reason how Nezu did know, he was only able to stop the alarm, just not the security feed, so which Nezu did see it. So yeah, that's all what All For One told him to do. So anyways, he gets back over to the base. He looks at everyone. They say, so what information did you get? So they talk about Bakugo. His temper, he could be a very good villain. Then they talk about Todoroki, Shoto. Then there's Uraraka, Tsuyu, Visible Girl, Kirishima, and not May. Mina. And Mineta. This one, Mineta's not a perv. So, just quiet, mostly. So, yeah. So, basically, it's just, that's what they got. It's pretty useful. Shinso's there too, they said. So, we can also try to turn him. He's been called villain multiple times and such. So, yeah. So, maybe, we can try to have him on our side. Deku just says, yeah, anyways. If you guys need me or anything, I'm gonna be going. Which Dabi just asked, can you stay a little bit longer? He was how about you come back to my place? She goes, okay, just right away. It's okay. Kirigiri, All For One, and Shiraki, Toga, and, his Shigaraki's sister says, "Have fun, you two." Well, Dabi flips them off. Deku just waves by. They leave. They go back, and let's just say, Deku got a TV. David Shield has come over and helped him build stuff too. And, well, it was reported on the news about this, which, if you guys don't get it, I'm having that whole entire All For One and, All For One and All Might scene fight happen. But before All Might could even do anything, headshot. So yeah, anyways. So basically, when Dabi sees this, she's amazed at how far this was improved on. She goes, yeah, just a whole entire month and this is what happened. So, make yourself at home. And she goes, there's finally a wall where your bedroom is. He goes, yeah, I also increased it too. I'm actually adding on to stuff, so there are some machinery that's basically drilling into the rock so I can add stuff. So, which is cool. Cause yeah, so basically they go to the TV room, and he goes, free cable. I mean, he goes, free satellite and everything, like every station. Just nice. Even Wi-Fi? Yes, had to have Wi-Fi. And so they have that little scene. And Dabi does say she spent the night here, but she goes, fine, fine. I'm not gonna argue with you. So yeah, so she texts she didn't text Shigaraki. She texts Shigaraki's sister and Toga as they say, she's staying over the night. She's staying over the night. As Shigaraki thinks, is something gonna happen? And Toga and his sister just look at me like, no, she's just gonna sleep there because they're probably watching a movie. So, yeah. So, anyways, which they do end up falling asleep. So, I hope you guys have a nice day, night, wherever you are. Bye, everyone.